Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm fine. Everything going good?
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yes.
Yes.
finally happening, huh?
Finally
Yes.
happening. Yes.
You sound good. Man, look, I'm seeing all those awards in the back.
Yes.
No plaques. Yeah,
Yes.
plaques there for you. You know, we gotta set up right.
You guys set up right every time. Every time.
Listen, you are on the OOUU Pod, which stands for Overly Obsessed, Unsung, and Underground. And we have the legendary Timmy Gatling, correct?
Correct.
Correct. And
Yes.
um multi is
Platinum.
it nominate platinum producer, songwriter, founding member of Guy, and vice president of urban music.
Music.
Urban Pop Life Global.
Oh, okay. Okay. And also, yeah, just like all around, just great person who has a story to tell. So we're just excited for you to be here with us. Our platform just embraces unsung artists and independent artists specifically
Right.
too. We're just here to show love, spread love, teach, inform, all you can imagine. And yeah, we're just excited to have you here with us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you. It's a pleasure
Yes.
to be here.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank
we finally made it happen.
Yes.
yes.
It's all good. So, of course, on the OOUU Pod, we always start off with a trivia game. Our trivia game, of course, is called Ooh Timmy. And with this, it is you can name the song of the lyrics that I'm getting ready to say, the
Okay.
producer or the singer. So, we always play a game to break the ice before we get into the interview. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. So, the first one is even if it's only for a while, enjoy this good loving with a smile. Do it well tonight. Having a heart attack tonight.
Oh my God. I have a heart attack tonight. I want them to have a heart attack. Who wrote those lyrics?
That you
Y'all sure I said heart attack?
I
The
think
first part was God. The second part, who wrote that? I have a heart attack. What the hell? I ain't never write no have a heart attack. No, I'm trying to get in and enjoy it.
right.
I gotta
That's why
sing
y'all
it. I
got
have
the
to
right
sing it
word.
another way. I'm gonna sing it a different way.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hold on just 1 second. Y'all
Okay.
make me sweat on that.
Sorry, Timmy. Sorry. Yo.
Yeah. Woo, jeez. Okay.
Okay.
No. Ain't no. Okay.
Yes.
I wrote all of the lyrics except for Merry-Go-Round of Love and Teddy's Jam. Every single lyric.
Okay.
I never remember a heart attack tonight.
What does it say?
Okay, you sing it again.
So what song do you
Do
think
it
it
well
is?
tonight.
Okay.
Having a
You said heart attack?
mm-hmm.
I ain't never write no heart attack in none of my lyrics.
I want to play it so bad.
We'll play it. We just gonna have to edit it out.
No, if y'all sing the first part of the lyrics, I'm gonna tell you the song, everything. I give you all the whole history behind it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So even if it's only for a while, enjoy this good loving with a smile. Do it well tonight.
You guys sing it. He said sing it.
That's what I said.
Oh, he said sing it.
Even if it,
That's
enjoy
groovy.
this good love with love.
We go out tonight.
Oh, that's
Candlelight. And hey girl, I and you in a romantic mood. Ooh, won't you groove me? Okay, that's how
Groove
that goes.
me.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
about no heart attack.
Ain't that about no-
We
See?
go
Look,
out tonight.
that was a trick question.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Have
Doc.
a little candlelight with a smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was candlelight, babe. Okay, yes.
Candlelight.
Ding, ding,
Okay,
ding,
yes.
ding, ding, ding.
Then he got it right. Okay, I'm gonna do two more, and then we going into the questions. Okay. Can't nobody give it out for me and you. Yeah, girl, I want to pull down the shades and the light and do what I want to do to hear it, girl.
I can't get it. I can't get it.
All right, so it's not guy.
Nope.
Repeat. Okay, sing it again.
Can't nobody give it out for me and you. Yeah, girl, I want to pull down the shades and the light and do what I want to do to
Want to
hear it,
pull on
girl.
the Did it say dim the lights?
No,
Pull down the lights.
Can't get it. Y'all
pull
got
down, pull down the shades and the light.
it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell them what it is.
Okay. So this is Make You Sweat.
You sure?
Mhm. Listen,
wrote-
come on there. I'm
wrote
gonna
Make
play
You
this
Sweat.
song.
I
I'm
wrote
telling
Make
you.
You Sweat.
Play the song, Anime. Play the
I
song.
wrote Make You Sweat.
I'm telling you.
Hold on.
It's
You know
okay,
what?
Timmy.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Hold on. You say no, I say yes. Girl, I'm better to do. Give it to me now, girl. Do, 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 do. No, you are right. Ain't nobody here, baby. For me and you.
I'm like, I know, because I know.
You are right. I'm so far removed from it, but you bringing back memories. Yeah, Keith, my man.
Yes.
Okay, and it's the last one. Then
Y'all
we'll go
good.
to-
I like it.
See, told you. Okay, so the next one is tears I see drop from your eyes. Tell me why you cry. Guilt I feel when you look at me. Did I let you down? Girl, you see that. I apologize.
Oh, that's Biv Devoe.
See, there you go.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I wrote that. Me and my partner Wokey. Well, I wrote the lyrics, and Wokey always handled the backgrounds and drums. But yeah, I wrote those lyrics when we first came to LA in a hotel room in the Beverly Garden. Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
We got
Okay. So, yes, thank you. So, that's the
Hey, that
trivia
was
game
nice.
for the day. Now we're going to get into it.
Yes.
Now I'm caught up in the trivia game.
You
I
want a
coulda went-
bonus?
I coulda
You want a
did some
bonus
more.
so you
Give
can
me a
take that?
bonus.
Get him
Give
a
me
Oh, you want a
bonus.
bonus?
Yes,
All right, let me
young
do a bonus.
ladies.
Let me do a bonus one. Here we
You know how
go.
you don't want to play a game and now you caught up into it?
Okay, so this is the bonus one.
Okay.
This one might throw you off, but it might. Okay. Well, this one easy though, because the lyrics. So I talk to myself.
Oh yeah, that's Chris. Yeah, you know what? Once I caught on, I'm like, okay, I knew where I was at the time. I'm just like that. I knew where I was at the
Good.
time. Again, we first came when Cassandra Mills and Lil Silas Jr. brought us to California. And basically it was I was the one that was ousted from Guy.
Mhm.
But it was so early on, people couldn't figure out why Damien pictures on the record, but I'm writing everything, and my pictures on not Damien. Damien name is on the back of the album, but Timmy is on the front cover.
Mm-hmm.
We had life-size posters over the Apollo Theater, but when it came out, there was a lot of reasons. I don't want to get too deep. Y'all think I'm crazy. Anyway, when it came out, every record company in the world wanted to find me because everybody knew us from New York. So they knew Teddy was the producer. Teddy was the drum programmer. Timmy was the songwriter. Aaron was the voice.
Mm-hmm.
They knew it. I mean, people just, Andre Heavy and them knew it out the gate. So when I was ousted from the group, it made so much noise because it's almost like, okay, what, y'all trying to trick us?
Mm-hmm.
So Lil Silas Jr. and Gerald Bugsby was the first ones that brought me to California. So it was like a do or die, prove that you can really write these songs. And as soon as we got out there, Stephanie was the first, Chris was the second, Ralph Tresvant was the third,
Wow.
Biv Devoe was the fourth, Keith Sweat was the fifth. Because we came back home and Keith was looking for me because Teddy wouldn't do the second album, because by that time, Gene had him.
Mm-hmm.
And so Keith needed a big ass banger for his sophomore album. So, but Keith is a songwriter within his own right.
Right.
Great.
Of course.
But he had a lot of ballads, no banger. And so that's when I wrote Make You Sweat.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but Talk to Myself that was Chris' debut album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Promises, and Talk to Myself. Me and my partner Woki did.
Yes.
Love it.
Oh, that was fun, ladies. Thank you so much.
Good.
Beautiful ladies. Thank you.
Thank.
Thank you.
Now I can have a glass of wine and enjoy the rest of my night.
Yes. Is it red or white? Is it red?
Red, I drink a cab. So I'm not.
Hey.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. There's do no way.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you, the UPA, for all of our listeners. This man is the I don't know how to say it, like the creator of New Jack Swing. And it's just an honor, because when we tell you, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but like, we do listen to your music just like it just came out. You know what I mean?
That's
I
so nice.
mean, and like, how does it feel? You know what I mean? That after
ladies,
this,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, like after all this time that's gone by, that your music is still relevant.
You know what? I've always been the type, and I don't know if y'all listen to the podcast that Universal did Jack and the Roger P. Henson host. I've always been the type where I love to move and maneuver real smooth. Like, as long as I always prayed to God for this. It was a vision. God was a vision. Teddy and I was babies together. We was literally 11 and 12, 13 years old together.
Ooh.
And so that's a long time in New York. I mean, we played together forever. We was in Kids at Work. We was in our own group, New Ideas. Me and Teddy still stayed together. Teddy always been that church drum program, always been innovative like that. I've always been the songwriter, bass player, visionary. And that's how God came along. I literally, it was a dream. It was a vision. And I saw the name, a store that I passed by my entire life, where we used to get Easter clothes from. It was called Guy Ltd. I saw the name, and I had a dream about the Gap Band. But when the Gap Band turned around, they had different faces on it, and I couldn't make out who. So that was my vision, and found Aaron we worked in Ladies Shoe Department in Abraham and Stroud, told Aaron to quit. They don't do that today. Nobody want to listen to you now. I don't know. It had to be an anointing, because Aaron was bugging me. He could sing. I had so much of that because I come from, back then, everybody wasn't a star. It wasn't no social media. It wasn't, so if one person made it, whether they flopped or what,
right,
gravitated to you. And that's how it was with Kids at Work. We was on Sony Records. And we had local success, but didn't do nothing. Aaron quit, called Teddy back. Teddy was doing, at the time, Kool Moe Dee. Now, remember, all of these people was on independent labels. They wasn't big yet. Go See the Doctor was Kool Moe Dee coming from Treacherous 3, going solo. And Go See the Doctor just happened to hit on an independent label. So Teddy was doing that, Raps New Generation. Then Andre was just putting together his Uptown deal. I'm trying to cram all of this, just give you a tip. And Andre didn't even have the big Universal deal yet. So Teddy was working with Heavy D. And so I called Teddy up, let's go. I was like Teddy big brother. I protected Teddy. I came with the vision. I hustled and got the money. It was that serious. How my little ass was able to maneuver in them streets at the time. What I have to do, but I love everybody called me Timmy, Dimple, or whatever. Even the hardcore dudes, here come Dimple. So they knew I was coming for something.
Yeah.
So I didn't play. I had God, Jesus gave me a focus, and that's the way it went. So when God came along, it was like we wanted to dominate.
Right.
We just wanted to, we didn't care. And we got turned down a lot. You know, we couldn't even get a deal. It's amazing. Same songs. No different songs, no new songs on the album. You'll see there's really only 10 songs.
Well, let me ask this real quick before Parita asks her question. Like, how did you maneuver that though? Like, what was the process in shopping your sound? I guess you could say,
Well, we
selling your
recorded.
sound. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we recorded or pre-recorded the songs in Teddy's living room, in Mrs. Riley's living room in the projects.
Mm-hmm.
And after we finished the songs, if me and Teddy felt like we had what we liked, it was up to me to get the deal. But in the process of that, Gene Griffin came back in the picture. I brought him back in the picture because he was incarcerated. So I seen him on 127th and 7th Avenue getting his car washed. And when I yelled out to him and he turned around, he grabbed me, hugged me, and he wanted me to hear what he was doing now. So he played some white rock group. I wasn't interested. I'm like, niggas, we from New York. Excuse me for saying niggas, that's how I talk.
It's all good.
It's all good.
You know, we from New York. I'm like, Gene, you was the biggest gangster. Now you with a white rock group. I'm like, come on. And I had a cassette tape, and then we had 3 songs on it. We had Goodbye Love, I Like, and Teddy's Jam, I think. And it was Goodbye Love, I Like, in My Business. And I played it for Gene, and you could see he lit up like a Christmas tree, like he forgot all about. I literally, it was like a movie. It was like somebody pulled the sheet off his face. Right. But anyway, Gene and Teddy tried to get a deal, and it was almost impossible. And the feedback we got back was, y'all trying to be like the Gap Band. This sound is over. Come back when y'all do a little bit more. Y'all need to change the arrangements. Aaron sound too churchy. That's what it said. Aaron sound too churchy. What y'all trying to do? Trying to change the music industry?
Yeah.
And I swear, behind the scenes, I told 2 record companies, I said, we are.
Yes.
They thought this is a 20, 21-year-old kids finally getting a meeting with these guys, because normally we didn't meet with the presidents. We met with A&R at the time.
Right.
And A&R, they tried to wield more power like they was the VPs and whatever, because they had a little position. But I was told, come back. He said, what y'all trying to do? Change the industry? Y'all ain't the Jacksons. I said, oh, we are.
Wow.
So Teddy and them tried. They came back and told me, and at the time I had a white friend named David Peasley. He wrote for Dance Music Magazine. That's how I got to see a lot of the acts at the Roxy's and celebrity clubs and things like that. But he got a meeting with us at Tommy Boy Records.
Which,
so I went in there by just me and David Peasley. Monica Lynch heard the songs, got up when she listening to the songs. She got up, pressed the cassette. Back then it was cassettes. She stopped the cassette. Said, excuse me, fellas, let me just step out for a minute. She left the room, came back, and when she came back, she bought Tom Silver. And they played it again. When they got to I Like, it was like they cut it off again and said, okay, what kind of deal you guys looking for? So you had them, you know. I tell you, man, I was shaking and nervous. I'm like, I was so happy to go back and tell Gene and Teddy, y'all couldn't do it, but I did it. You know, it was that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yo, but really, like, the business behind it, and you're so young, like the confidence you had, like it's remarkable that you really went in there with the big dogs. Like, this is what we want, and this is who we are.
The big dogs. I grew up. Teddy could tell you. I grew up. My family. You know, in the late 70s and the 80s, it was a crack epidemic, and every block had a crew. So regardless of whatever, and then they controlled the block. You know, so you grew up in that. You was either a punk or you was with it, about it. You was that type of dude. Well, I had to try to be about it, and on a sneaky tip to still be a musician. So
yeah.
So it was like that. And you had to have I mean, when you come from the East Coast, it ain't just New York, Philly, Jersey, Chicago, Detroit. These places like this, you better get confidence and believe in yourself quick because you raised in families that ain't necessarily, you just one of the 7 kids. If you ain't got confidence, who's gonna give it to you?
Right.
So I learned quick. Let's do this. We're gonna get it done. Not knowing Jesus Christ had a big part in it.
Yeah.
Jesus had a major part. Back then I thought it was all me. Oh hell no. I know he was looking over me because I was in some places borrowing money and getting money to buy a keyboard for Teddy, to get my bass, to make sure we could look presentable to go in different companies, that they could have killed me if they didn't either get their money back or they said, yo, just take it as an investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So God bless me. So we rode on the backs of a lot of people.
Yes, absolutely. Amen.
Did I answer your question though?
Yes, you did.
Yes. Yes.
So out of everything that you have wrote, what is your favorite song ever that you have wrote and created?
I got 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I can give you 2?
Yes.
Okay. One is When Will I See You Smile Again?
Yeah.
Because it was about my life, about what I was doing at the time, and you forget about the one that really held you down before you make it. And even though you buy gifts, and even though you come home, and even though, okay, I'm gonna spend these 2 days, you could tell behind the mask that they're not truly happy. You could tell behind the mask that I'm doing everything I can. Yeah, we had relations. Yeah, I'm buying you diamonds. Yeah, but I could feel you unhappy. Okay, tell me when I see you smile again, because I don't know how to fix it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then what's the other one?
And the second one, I could say I like.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that's when me and Aaron was going to clubs a lot and whatever. And when we came back from the club, because Aaron stayed with me for a couple of times, because I asked him to quit his job and said, I got you. I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
And so, but when we came back home, I'll never forget the club we went. It was in Bentley's. It was downtown on 56th Street. And as soon as we came home from the club, Aaron said, yo, you seen all them girls? Yo. And I'm like, man. And it was like, it poured out of me. I like, my dreams are now reality each and every time you are here with me. The touch you give me with your hands.
Right.
It's like, I'm at your command. It's like.
Right.
And I was like, damn. Aaron turned to me and said, damn, you wrote it that quick?
Right.
And he heard me writing it and was singing it and sung it that quick. Because I wanted it to be my song, but after Aaron.
Relax.
Back memories. After Aaron opened up his mouth mimicking me, it was like, nah, this is your song, dude. Nah, this is your song, Aaron. Nah, this is your song.
Yeah. So in terms of the sound of New Jack Swing, what, how they say that what came first, the egg or the chicken? Like what came first with New Jack Swing? Was it the sound? Was it the instrumental? Or was it the lyrics? Was it the voice? Like what really came first? Like
my personal opinion is the sound that Teddy put down, that swing beat.
Okay.
That swing beat, because being that we was Teddy and I have written songs together that we shuffle the drums and shuffle the snare and shuffle the beat. It just didn't hit. It was just the perfect time, perfect moment, perfect era, and with perfect lyrics. But when I got back with Teddy, I told him I want to change the industry. I'll never forget it. I said, you doing hip hop. but there's nobody really doing. See, when I was little, I went to see the Force MDs, I went to Stetsasonic and all of them. And Stetsasonic, like I did a big interview with Bobby Simmons, who's from Stetsasonic on iHeartRadio. And he was the drummer with Daddy O and them. So I was like, that's hip hop, but ain't nobody really singing over this. Right. Force MDs was the first group I heard that Let Me Love You. And under the Let Me Love You was that hard ass hip hop track. Mm-hmm. But people didn't really see it then. But God with the lyrics and Teddy's track, people didn't even really get it when Teddy did Kumo D. Because the same instrumental was under there.
Right.
Heavy D and the Boys, but it was considered rap. And then Keith Sweat first album was really classic, but it was considered R&B. It wasn't considered New Jack. When God hit, it was the New Jack Swing.
Right. If you weren't doing music, what do you think you would be doing today?
I would have been an old ass veteran boxer. Or in jail. Cause I won the Golden Gloves. You know, listen.
Niggas.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, beautiful ladies.
Okay.
If it wasn't for my family, my mom's people in the hood, like Billy Bang and Perkins, and people who said, no, okay, that's enough. We got you. Mm-hmm. Y'all do this, and we'll cover it. Just when you make it, don't forget. And that's in the hood. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I never forgot. But I won Golden Gloves. I mean, I grew up with Camacho in there. Hector Camacho. So I remember Teddy and Clarell when I was in Kids at Work. Teddy and Clarell actually came to the boxing gym and told me, Timmy, please don't do this. Your face gonna be messed up. You know, they was right. After you
wasn't feeling that.
Times it feels like your eyeballs is in the back of your head, even from jabs. But I was good at it. But it's like I think God allows everyone to have 2 or 3 rows of this go down.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly.
That's so true.
You know, and when you have to pick one, because if you pick the wrong one, that third one, and you say, well, I just want to make quick money real quick. You can do that, but the risk is high.
Man, you better.
Ain't nothing but the truth.
You better.
The risk is high. So I just was fortunate enough to say, okay, I'd never forget. I said, well, okay, because I was having tournaments boxing. But I said, okay, I'm gonna put this down. But I also was a good dancer, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to see if it worked. And I didn't. That's before I knew I could write. Mm-hmm. But back then, we used to do a bunch of top 40 cover songs. Okay. But when that got corny after a while in the mid 80s, I said, we got to start writing our own stuff. And we plan on being or doing anything. And that's when we just tried to write it, and boom.
So did you always write? Like, was writing something that you were doing for a long time? Did you have like composition notebooks with writing in it, or you just automatically just started?
Both of y'all are good. Both of y'all, well, if this is new for y'all, y'all good. Yeah, but you don't share that. When you growing up in the hood, you know, back then it was very private. People didn't know you was writing poems. People didn't know you was keeping a diary. People didn't know that. And I think it's very therapeutic. Mm-hmm. You know, because I used to have a speech impediment when I was in.
No, really?
Yeah, I used to have a bad. You thought Aaron was messed up. I was worse than Aaron when I was 7, 8, and 9. And a lot of that comes from childhood trauma of what you see, what happened, the neighbors. You know, all these things. When you grow up in the neighborhood that we grew up in back then, you see things, especially during the crack epidemic. But my mother and my family always were very protective, but we were street. And so I seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things and stuff. So I started stuttering a lot. It was bad. But when African Americans stutter back then, they want to put you in a special ed class.
Right.
Not because that you can't think but you refuse to talk. And the reason why you refuse to talk, because you didn't want to be clowned by the other kids in the class.
Right.
Because they could be ruthless when you young like that. So I had this beautiful, I'll never forget this white speech teacher that worked at the school. And she told the principal, Mr. Weinstein, I'll never forget their names. Mr. Weinstein, let me have him for a month. And she just taught me how to take my time, breathe, think about what I'm want to say. And even if you speak slow, you just speak in slow until you and practice. Man, I literally with it had to be Jesus Christ. Was within 2 to 3 weeks, I was like, woo, you couldn't stop me from that. Yeah, because I thought about it, I knew what I wanted to, and it also helped me in my songwriting. Because it gave me that visual. I, you know, fantasized. Okay, let me dream. And God opened up me and I started writing songs coming out of me.
And especially if you wrote it that fast with seeing them females and you was able to come up with that song like that.
That was
a lot of
technique.
stuff. I hung out with Christopher Williams. He couldn't believe it was a trial. He was like, okay, well, we're gonna see what you can do because Universal just wanted to see, well, okay, these record companies. I'm behind the business scenes now. Record companies always been artists always been at the whim of the record company. So just like Bobby Brown and New Edition, yeah, you may be out the group, but then the record company is going to say, listen, we want you too. And whoever makes money, they make the most.
Right.
But we got both of them. So that's how it was. Guy was on Universal. Gerald Busby was the president of Universal. Lil Silas was the VP of Universal. They sought me out, brought me here. And it's like, okay, do or die. What you got?
Right.
And I just very fortunate enough to hit. That's how that went.
So, what is your input on today's music industry? As a business owner and you a vet in the game, writing, producing, singing, like what input do you have for the new, how do you feel about it?
I feel that we have some beautiful artists. I feel that they're younger. I believe that it's some great songs out here, great artists that I love, like Bruno Mars, like Anderson .Paak, even Drake, because Drake, to me, my opinion, did two things. He brought R&B back with the singing, but he also opened up the doors for rappers to creatively sing. I mean, I remember Ja Rule, 50 Cent used to tease Ja Rule for singing and all that shit. And then he wound up singing,
Yep.
Look at this one. Parita love her some damn Ja Rule.
That's some Jeffrey Atkins.
Ja Rule. So yeah, he does Jeffrey Atkins. So I watch all these things and I've seen the evolution of the music. But I also, the antithesis of that is there's also some microwave artists out here that now that social media is so big, the internet is so you can stay at home, make a corny ass song, and we so thirsty for anything. This artist is dope, but they can't perform.
Nope.
They can't perform. But they got a #1 record. They got millions. Record company giving these hip hop artists millions, but they own your soul. I mean, forever. You don't get no publishing. You don't see no publishing. But they see you by putting diamonds all over you, whatever. And I love diamonds. Don't get me wrong, but you ain't even proved yourself yet. But you got to hit record because the machine is like, oh, but you can't. And then you see their performance, you go, what the?
If that ain't the truth,
yeah,
that is the truth.
Well, so that's what I think about. I think I think there's good and bad. I think there's some great artists that I see that's gonna be around for a long time. And then there's some artists that, like, I knew Justin Bieber was gonna be around for a long time, and to me, he could hardly sing. But
wow.
I knew that there was a business machine behind it, and it's different for white artists as compared to black artists.
Yep.
Yes.
You see? That's what I thought.
What's the best advice that you would give a new artist coming out or someone who's been in the industry for a long time? What's advice that you would give, or great advice that you have been given?
That Be prepared for all things and be patient.
Mm-hmm.
3 P's. I wrote this down when I was 18. 3 P's. Patience, persistence, and professional. Patience, persistence, and professional. Because I believe if you're persistent and you really want this, along the way, people will tell you how to prepare yourself. If if you're persistent, if you keep wanting to do this, you're gonna run across veterans and people that are gonna tell you, okay, I see you want it real quick. Okay, but these are the things you gotta do. And if you're patient and not try to get it, see today everything is microwave. Oh, I want to start music on Wednesday. I want to have 1,000,000 views on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
I want 1,000,000 hits on Thursday, and I want to be able to buy my car and wear diamonds on Sunday, and the following week I'm a superstar. That is boy. It took me and Teddy. Literally, we've been at this since we was 12 and 13. We didn't kids at work happen. We was 19. Teddy was 18. I was 19 turning 20. Clarell was 22. Then we didn't even hit, and we was signed by Tommy Mottola, everything on CBS Records. They pulled out the carpet for us. We didn't hit, and Gene got incarcerated. We didn't have no manager no more, so they dropped us. We didn't hit again till 4 years later.
Yeah, man.
We didn't hit again till in 1988. We came out, but that taught us a lot. Be prepared, be persistent, don't give up, and professional. When we come out, we ain't gonna look corny. We ain't gonna look like some nigga that put their album, just went to the Kinko and pressed up a picture. No.
Yeah.
Right. Put some effort into it.
We're gonna change the game. We're gonna wear the Susan Bennett shoes. We're gonna wear the leather suit, the boots. We're gonna up. If they don't like our record, they're gonna say, who these three young, what they trying to prove? And it just so happens the songs match the picture.
Right. Facts.
And then we could perform. I mean, we were the New Gap Band. I was dangerous on bass and songwriting. Teddy was dangerous on the vocoder and keyboards and production. Aaron, hands down, at that particular time, ain't nobody touching.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'll tell any young artist. Be prepared, persistent, and professional. Don't come with your ass on down and wearing all this, because then you got a lot of headhunters too.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of envious. They see you trying to be different and you acting like you about it and dissing it. Now you got a target on your back. We wanted the women and the guys to say, nah, this my
Right.
That's how we want it. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna come out dissing you.
Right. So let's change gears just a little bit. So who really inspires you, like, in your work? Who inspired you to get in music or begin this thing, or even now? Like, what inspires you? Who inspires you?
I stepped outside, so I grabbed my phone. I got them on my laptop on my phone, so forgive me.
Oh no, that's fine.
I don't know. It was just when I was young, me and my brothers, we started watching the Jackson 5, the Silvers, even the Osmonds. It's like everywhere I turned, even the Partridge Family. And it's like everywhere I turned, I just loved music and wanted to learn about it and the history of it. And so that inspired me. But I had no notion or no idea how hard it was. I just wanted to do it. I'm like, okay, I was naive. And I was like, okay, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the people that inspired me was Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, Lionel, the Commodores. Can I say? And my family.
What is new for Timmy? What's going on? What's getting ready to come up? What do you have going on?
Well, one thing I'm happy to say that me, Teddy, Aaron, and Damien, we was able to get just recently own our own masters. And yeah, so we did, that deal was done in December.
Wow.
We were working on it privately for a year, and Carrie Gordy and Ashley Garrett and Rob Meeks with David Scott and our different attorneys, was able to pull it off and work with Universal, and they were very kind to us, and they, gave us gave us a nice sum of money, and we was able to recapture our masters.
Well, that's amazing.
Oh, would you? Why? Not why, but why do you think that? I mean, I know your lawyers probably did their thing, but I mean, do you think it's just the time that we're in, the movement? Like, what? I mean,
well, let me give you a little piece of history on recapturing your masters. Sonny Bono, who was a congressman, he passed away. Sonny from Sonny and Cher.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He did and put into law in the Congress and the Senate that artists, after a certain amount of years, after 30 years, will be able to re-own and recapture their masters and publish.
Wow.
Okay.
And Guy just happened. We came out in 1988, and after 32 years, we was able to go back in and basically negotiate and talk to Universal, and we was able to work out a deal, and we was able to own and raise our own streaming and ringtones and foreign rights and domestic rights, and decide whether we wanted to take a certain amount and also own our masters. And through a lot of months and stuff, it worked itself out. Praise Jesus Christ.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah.
And now everybody, even though we don't talk a lot, we was talking every single day. Me and Teddy was going at it every single, because he's from out in Vegas, and Damien is out in Vegas, and Aaron. But not Aaron. Aaron is in LA. But we was talking every single day, trying to work things out. And it finally came about in December. So.
Congratulations.
Congrats. I know that's exciting. That's got to be amazing.
Yeah, we had a lot of amazing things happening, a lot of things in the future. And for me, I'm the vice president of Pop Life Global Universal. And I'm VP of the urban and Latin music. And I've been doing that now for 2 years. And also have my own publishing. I've always had my own publishing company. So that's why I was laid in the cut so long. When I could say this, he won't get back, when Teddy and them was going out talking all this bullshit about it was so many stories, how I left the group, when I was in the group, who did the group. He met Aaron, the Hall brothers on down. That was bullshit. He ain't meet nobody. He don't know the Hall brothers. I met Aaron. It was me and Aaron. We put Teddy in the group.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's how it went down. And and even I got Teddy to do a podcast. That's Taraji P. Henson Jack. I got Teddy to do it. Got Johnny Gill to do it, and Chlorel. And that's how it went down. And if you look on the credits, out of the group members, I'm the creative consultant producer.
Yeah.
So it was a great show. Like, and we're going to tell our age again. I don't know if you watched our show before, but 88, yeah, we were 2 years old.
Yeah, y'all were babies.
So listening to it, I felt like I was living in that era. It was amazing. It was an amazing show.
Yeah, the 80s and 90s era was special. Everything was live. Everything was moving people. It was like, even if you was in the streets or whatever, it was like, it was a different spirit. It was, everybody wanted everybody to do good. Everything was brand new. Everything was like dance. And that's when we danced.
Yes.
That's when we moved. That's when everybody wanted to fly cars.
Because now nobody is dancing.
No.
They just standing, holding up the wall.
And
the girls damn near certain not to dog women, because I love women, but the women is damn near doing all the work. The guys just
chilling.
Felt some type of way. No.
It's on your playlist. Who are you listening to?
Oh my God, I got everybody from Cameo to the Ohio Players, Earth, Wind and Fire, Bruno Mars, Guy, of course. The first album only. I don't like the other two shit. I think they did an incredible job job on the Future album. It's just that it was so far removed from the first live album. Those instruments on the first album, live bass, live keyboards. Teddy did a remarkable job with arrangements, drum patterns, everything was live. And can you imagine some of those songs were sung in Teddy's bathroom?
No.
Yeah, if you listen to the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was in
Aaron,
there.
literally,
Yeah.
Mrs. Riley
Yes.
let us take over the living room. You know, the project's living room is not that big.
Nah.
The bathroom is right off. And I'd never forget. We had a microphone, a nice high-tech microphone, but we had one of those stocking caps over the mic so you couldn't hear the pop over the screen, so you couldn't hear on the pop screen. We made our own pop screen, shoved towels under the door so you get some type of acoustics, and that's where I Like was sung, Piece of My Love, and Groove Me.
Wow.
And then if you listen to really go back, if you ever and listen to the album again, you will hear where Aaron sounds like he's in the bathroom or acoustic.
Yeah, we gonna play. Well, we already been playing, but we gonna play it when we get off of this.
Yes, because now I gotta hear. Exactly. Now I gotta hear for real.
Yeah.
And people were saying we said dumb bitch, and so we would never listen. Listen, I'll tell you, Aaron said dumb diddy. It wasn't no dumb. It was just one of the ad libs that at the same time hit the snare and the bass, and it's everybody, you know. But that even that being that young, then I saw it as a good thing. I said controversy is good.
It is,
because when they start talking about you, a brand new group, you like, okay,
yeah. So since we are about the unsung and underground independent artists, are there any independent artists you think we should check out?
Independent artists, I think you should do all that. Not really, because it's like all the independent artists now is. I love Pink Suede. But they not so much independent. They started out independent, but now they, I still love that Maseko. I love that, that jazz R&B singing. That's why I love Anderson .Paak, because them damn drums and instrumentation. Yes. It's like, see, that's how the first guy was. It's like, we wanted to be that. I thought the future, I know you didn't ask me this, but I'm going to share it anyway.
No, we love
it. I thought the future was we were starting to go on all of that, the electronic over programming, the drums, all that bullshit. And I was like, okay. And the third album was just, I was lost. It's like, you should be dancing where? I like to tell stories. Where she should be there. Why you should be dancing? Well, what you go back? If you listen, and I'm not patting myself on the back, any artist, any songwriter. I love the songs from the 70s. I love the Beatles.
Right.
I love the Mom and the Papas. I love Aerosmith. I love all of it. It's like when you hear great songwriting, I love Jim Croce. When you hear great songwriters like Time in the Bottle, you could literally listen to those lyrics and be there with them.
Yeah. Definitely. And it was fresh and it was new. I was like, I was having a conversation. I have a friend, Ethan. He is a new producer and he's fresh. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. But I was talking to him. I'm like, I'm tired of samples. I want to hear something.
I'm not tired of samples because they sampled Piece of My Love so damn much. And I mean, God has blessed me. Jesus Christ has blessed me. I mean, I feel like we've had some hitters do Piece of My Love from that they have to clear it through us and clear it through me. But we feel like 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne. We had that. We had Chris Brown and Big Sean that I got a plaque, 2 million from Big Sean and Chris Brown. and we had people, all of the rappers did it. We have En Vogue, Tupac, all of them did Piece of My Love, and we get paid handsomely from that. So and we use samples. We use James Brown,
Right.
So I've never got mad at being creative and using samples because I grew up on the hip hop. But what I'm saying is, don't just leave it to samples. Where's the creativity with the musicianship? And show me. That's why I love Pharrell. I love producers like that, Quincy, Pharrell, you know, and I can name a couple others that I say. Dre, Dr. Dre. I love people like that. That okay, because Dre was known for sampling, but the way he sang, everyone has a different.
Right.
Yeah.
Use your talent, use your creativity to put a twist on it. Don't just copy the next nigga and say, "Oh, yeah, you getting money, but are you gonna be known forever?"
Right.
Right.
Like Lil Wayne changed the game.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
sure did.
Lil Wayne, he changed the game. You gonna remember Lil Wayne forever, more so than you gonna remember Baby.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
So our final question is, who you rocking with?
Of
Everybody, oh,
course, of course. Why you ain't say that? I'm very
we
black
love
and
we
white.
love to just throw that out there. That's
We
why
let
we
the fuck
do
with
Yeah.
it.
people. I'm
Well, listen
sorry.
here. Okay, listen here. Timmy Gatling, songwriter, producer, entertainer, businessman, former member of the group Guy. He's rocking with no other than two beautiful ladies. UPA.
Yes, love
Yeah.
it, love
Only
it.
UPA.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
ladies.
Timmy. This was exciting. This was a great interview, of course.
I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, and then I really enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys so much.
You didn't think
Thanks.
you was going to enjoy it?
No, because I've been doing this
Man.
for a minute. All these
Yeah.
interviews, you know, COVID got people getting rich.
Right.
People getting mad, but you know, African Americans and minority, we getting rich off this social media.
I can dig
Hey,
it. Yes.
hey, yes.
That's
It brought
what's
back
up.
a lot of artists that wasn't doing
It
jack
sure did. That is nothing but the truth.
For sure.
and put us all on the same equal platform. So hey,
Yes.
that's a
Definitely.
great
I'm
thing.
just in it. I really am speechless about this because I would have never thought in a million years we would have this opportunity.
No, not at
Oh,
all.
y'all need to stop. Hey, listen, I tell you what, I've known real quick. I've always been the type that said, you know, I've been very fortunate. We've been very fortunate because there's so many groups, young groups, that try to make it and really leave a legacy. And you can count basically on two hands, you know, how many groups that's your all-time favorite group, you know, that still can that left a legacy, ain't put out a record in 20 or 30 years, but that was your favorite group.
Right.
And so I'm very honored and appreciative to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and the people like you who really do interviews and stuff, because I didn't really have a platform. People was going around, but I was getting paid because I own my own publishing. So they had to
Yes.
see me. And I wasn't worrying about, I only got a little upset when I said, okay, they keep, Teddy and them keep talking the same bullshit. And I know if I catch them, I you know, because I was cool with it. But then this platform allowed me to be able to do a lot of interviews that I would know, make money off of doing things with the big companies. And so I'm appreciative. So I thank you guys a lot. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So y'all take care. Love you guys. Anytime. Don't be afraid to have fear to shout me out. And this is what I want to say. I've given a lot of people like halftime chat. They will tell you. D and who else? I did a lot of interviews that they didn't even have a lot of followers. See, a lot of people when they do interviews, they look at your numbers.
Right. Right.
You see, I like to say, okay, listen, why not give the new people? That was my lane. Why not give the young new people opportunity to do their thing? Now you see D. I don't know if y'all know D, but you see D, the young lady D. She's doing everybody now. Halftime chat. He said it. If it wasn't for people like Father MC and Timmy Gatling, because I went viral on his thing. And he's doing, when I say everybody that didn't give him a shot before.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a lot of people. It's I always love. If you hit me up and you finally get in touch with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm hard. And I won't hit you back right away.
I know, because I hit you up a long time ago. I said, "Oh my God!"
But
so
Timmy, you gonna find it. You talk about persistence. We don't play. We don't play.
I love it. And anything I can help you with, and you need, don't be afraid to reach out. I may not hit you. Hold on, that's man. Let
Oh,
me
no
call you.
problem.
Hold on. Hey, ladies, I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
No, it
No,
is fine. We
no
get
That
it.
was
worries.
that was Alton Wilkie Stewart. That
Who?
was Wilkie, Alton Wilkie Stewart. We wrote all of the songs
Oh
together.
yeah, I know that name.
Oh,
Yeah, Wilkie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my part. That's my partner from back in the day. Yeah, he because
yeah.
we doing some new business and things. So we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things going on, and just staying focused, girls. And I want y'all to do the same. Stay focused. Don't stop. Keep on. You have my blessing. Anything you need, just give me a call. Let me know what's up.
Thank you.
Sure will. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Timmy.
All right, ladies, I got to get
All
ready to
righty.
go.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Thanks so much for everything.
Of
Thank
course. Thank
you.
you.
Okay, y'all
Bye bye.
take care.
Bye
All
bye.
right.